Hi guys, it's me and Rashid, and we are here to talk to you about, are you ready for this, Rashid? Dun, da, 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 power words. We talked about power words right last week, didn't we, Rashid? Yeah, he's saying yes, we did talk about those power words. We talked about how a little tiny word has tons of power, and it can help us read and write other words. And so Rashid and I were talking, and we were saying, we looked at a couple, but we didn't really explore all of the power words. And we didn't really talk about, kind of a way to keep track of all those power words. And so Rashid was so smart. He came up with, I can't even talk, Rashid. He came up with an idea about making an ABC chart where he could practice using power words. I thought that was a genius idea. And so I thought maybe you guys could do that too. So Rashid, I'm going to put you back here, or you can keep an eye on all of the good work we're doing. All right, so Rashid can keep an eye on us. And I want to show you a little chart that Rashid made. And it's just a little blank word wall. I wish that I could just give this to you, and I might be able to put it on the slide. If you have a printer at home, you could print it out and use it. Or if you just have a piece of paper, you can make something that looks a lot like this. Draw some lines and write your alphabet, and you're set for kind of this individual word wall that we're going to use to practice power words. And so I pulled up our word wall, and I was looking at this word. It's really hard to see, but it's the word his. You guys remember how to spell his? Let's spell it together. H-I-S. His. Okay. Now, if we're talking about power words, then I know that I need to break that beginning sound off and just use the little tiny part of his. So it's is. Well, I'm going to break off that H, and I'm just going to focus on is. Is. Say it with me. Is. And I'm going to go through this ABC chart, and I'm going to find out, is a power word? I don't know. Is it going to help me read and write other words? I don't know. So I'm going to check. Let me pull up my ABC chart that Rashid made me. So I started with his, and I broke the H off. So let's see. Biz. Biz. Is that a word? No? No. Diz? This? Fizz? Giz? Kiz? Liz? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm feeling like his is not a power word. It's not going to help me make other words. It's not going to help me read or write something else. His is a great word. It's a snap word, not a power word. Let's go back to our word wall and see if we can find another one. Let's look. How about and? What do you think about and? Could that be a power word? Let's find out. I'm going to jump over to our letter chart, to our individual word wall. And I don't need to break anything off. That starts with a vowel. That's a little chunk of a word. It's its own word, but it's also a chunk of other words. So let's see. And. Well, let's see. If I put a B in front of and, what does that make? B. And. B. And. Hey, band. If we use B and together, we make band. And helps me make band. How about canned? No. Danned? No. Fanned? Nope. Ganned? No. How about hand? Yes, and helps me to make hand. So we would write H-A-N-D, and you could write it. You could write it right here on your individual word wall. That the word and helps you to spell hand. Let's keep looking. How about janned? No. Canned? No. How about land? Land? And helps us make land. We put L in front of and we make land. And if this was my word wall, and I had it printed out on a piece of paper, I would write the word land right here. Let's go back to the word wall for a moment. See if there's another one that we can test it and see if it's a power word. How about it? It. That's a little word. We talked about how little words can be powerful. There's no beginning sound that we need to break off. So we're just going to go with this little tiny word it. Let's go back to our word wall for a moment. Can it help us spell other words? What if I put a B in front of it? It. Bit? Is that a word? Yeah, so I could write bit right here because it helped me to spell it. B-I-T. It is a power word. Awesome. Kit? Kit is a word. Normally we would hear a K, or we would see a K in front of it. So kit is definitely a word that we could make with it. How about fit? Fit. Yeah. F-I-T would make fit. We would just put an F in front of that little power word. How about hit? Yeah. If we put H in front of it, we're going to make hit. Isn't it amazing what these power words can do for you? So here's what you're going to do today. I will link up that individual word wall, and you can print it out if you want to, or you can make your own. And I want you to use our word wall, and I want you to see how many power words you can find. Which words actually help you to read and write other words, help you to make other words. Not all of our words will. There are several words on our snap word wall that are not power words. They're not going to help you solve other words. They just aren't. And that's okay. That's not their job. But there are so many power words hiding on that hiding on our snap word wall. So see if you can look through that today and see if you can use that individual word wall that I was showing you. Either print it out or make it in a notebook, and see if you can write some of those words that you made with power words from our word wall. All right, Rashid, did I do a good job? I think he's sleeping. What do you think? Probably pretty tired. Snap words, power words, it's hard work. All right, guys, get to work, and I will see you tomorrow.